Hi, I'm Anita from Crafts by Anita, and welcome to episode 58 of Yarn with Me. If you could be so kind to like, share, subscribe, and join the Discord, the link to that is in the description below. And if you would like to purchase handmade items made by myself, you may do so at craftsbyanita.com. So, today, I'm going to be working on a Thanksgiving placemat. It's going to go this way. So, I've started with the dark brown. And I have this orange color. All the yarn is, I love this cotton that I got from Hobby Lobby last weekend, I think it was. I've already made one placemat. I need to make 5 more. So tomorrow my daughter is supposed to come over, unless she gets a wild hair and decides she wants to come over tonight, and stay until Monday. And we're going to work on this. And we've got some coasters we need to do, which I've been lazy about. We have 2 made, and she made 2 more at her place, so I need 4 more, and I've got the yarn sitting over here. I haven't done it yet because I need to get these placemats done because these take a while. There are 5 colors, it's 9 rows a piece, so 45 rows total. I've already got 9 done. So I got my timer, and I'm going to hit start, and we're off. And these are all, basically, I chained, what did I chain? 40. I chained 40, I think it's 40, and it's just 39 across, so we're half double crocheting in each stitch. And that's all it is, using my I9 5.5 millimeter hook and changing colors, like I said, every 9 rows, which without the border it makes 12 inch by 18 inch placemat. We bought 2 of each of these colors because we didn't know if we were going to have enough to make 6. So I was like, I bought 2 of each. So these are over here. The other ones are in a bag. Oh, speaking of which, that bag needs to go back in my car for groceries. I was like, why do I not have enough bags? Forgot about this bag of yarn sitting on my floor. Still need to work with the that stuff over there. But seeing as I'm doing Thanksgiving on the 23rd, I'm doing it the Sunday before actual Thanksgiving. That way all my kids can be here. And I'm off that day, they're off that day. So we're going to do it that day. And I need to get all of these done. I've also started making I made 1 round placemat last night for Christmas, just to see. I had to make up the pattern. The pattern I was following was just not good. So I was like, you know what? Let me hold my beer. Let me screw this up real quick. So it took me 3 tries to make it. 2 with that one pattern I found, and then I just decided, you know what, let me just do my own, because it was taking up too much yarn. And I've got this much left over of the skein. I need to bust out my scale and see exactly how many ounces that placemat took, because again, I need to make 6 of them, and I need to know if I have enough yarn to do so. Because this is, I think, a 3 ounce. Is it 3 ounce? Yeah, this is a 3 ounce one. The other ones I have are just 2 ounces, and they're back there on the shelf. Let's mark my row off before I forget, because I have a hard time trying to count half double crochet rows for some reason. So I've done 1. Woo! Moving along. Moving and grooving. Yeah, this is this just called orange? I don't even know what the colorway is. Oh, orange. The next one is, really? Bruschetta. Okay. I've made a bag out of bruschetta before. Alright. I wasn't sure. I don't remember it being that dark though, but whatever. So hopefully your Halloween went okay. Mine came in and out without much fanfare, so Nobody tried knocking on my door trick-or-treating because it's kind of difficult in this area to do that in. It's a condo complex, so most people aren't gonna want to come in here unless they're like walking. And then there's stairs and stuff, so yeah. Didn't quite didn't have anybody showing up. I did, however, this was checking my security camera when I was sitting in my car after work today. I'm shooting this on a Saturday, and something was on the camera. I'm like, what is that? So I was just like, ugh, ew, alright, let me go, let me get out of the car and come up here. Not only was there one next to, it was next to the camera, there was one in between the door frame and my storm door. And I was like, oh, bleep no. So I have a broom outside, so I swept them away, because I don't really need to be fighting my way inside my place. I need to figure out how to keep it from getting all webby and stupid out there. We got a lot of these bushes out front. Not the good leafy bushes. It's those other bushes. I can't think of the name of it. But there's like a lot of spider webs and stuff in there, and I'd rather really not have to deal with that every flippin' year. And it's like, you'd think it would stop now. It's getting like so cold at night. I mean, it's supposed to be in the 70s tomorrow, but it's been getting in the 30s and 20s overnight. Let's mark our next row off before I forget. So, yeah. Yeah, as soon as I can get these Thanksgiving placemats done, I can like work on the Christmas ones. Because those don't really take a lot of time. It's 10 rounds and a border. I would like to work it up in a plain yarn, because I did the round joins differently. So I don't know, because this yarn worked up, it's very busy. It's very busy. You can't really tell where it starts and ends. But I want to work it up in a solid color just to see if you can see a visible seam. Because I don't like seeing seams. And I've tried the invisible join. It's just I need to find somebody that does it left-handed. And every time I look for it on Pinterest, it's all right-handers. And I'm like, I just really want to see it left-handed done, because I'm getting confused. And I can't think backwards. So that's always fun. Just flying through this. Maybe I'll get, I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3, probably 3 or 4 colors done on this. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm still not entirely... The border on this is 3 rounds, 1 single crochet round, 1 half double crochet round, and then another single crochet round. But there's part of it I do not like. It just gets all weird in the starting corner. So I don't know if it would be better to start off the corner. But then you gotta slip stitch and join, and I'm not about that life. Or I can just do part of the join. Yeah, let me write that down. Partial join. If I can spell, I can't really like hold my pencil with my thumb. I can't bend it. I really need to go get that looked at. At beginning, I can't spell, of border. All right. That way, because I have a tendency to think of something, not write it down, and then completely forget. So I really need to have like a notebook I can write all this stuff in. I mean, I got plenty of them over there. It's just I need to clear off my desk. I've got my temperature blanket stuff is up here taking up space. I'm 3 days behind on it. Oops. But I'm going to catch that up probably, tomorrow or so. I'm going to shoot Frog Friday after I get done with this and after I have my dinner. Did I not write? I didn't. Oh, great. Counting these rows. 1. Row 4. Maybe. Let's see, where did I join that? There. Flip it over. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm on row 4. Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be an easier way to, like, count these rows. I might count single crochets and double crochets fine. It's just these half double crochets I'm having issues with. And I don't chain 2 for my half doubles. I only chain 1 because it's only yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, so it's like a single crochet to me with an extra loop. So I was like, why would I do 2 chains? It's not a taller stitch, it's just a fatter stitch. At least to me, anyway. You can do your half doubles however you want them. This is just how I'm doing them. Gotta learn to mark my rows when I get done with the row. I get on autopilot and I'm like going and it's like, I think I surpassed 9 rows. Oops. Not through the other loop, just those top 2. Okay. Row 4 is done. 5 more to go. Yeah, if I actually buckled down, I could probably get one of these done in like, give myself a good estimate of 3 hours, even though it probably will take less. Because I'm not slow with this. It's just making sure I count my rows, and then the border's going to take a hot minute to do. Because I got to make sure I get the rows worked into, which, as hard as they are to count, it's not easy. Sometimes I have to like frog it back and then try again. Because I only put 1 in each of the rows on the half double crochets. There's no sense in putting 2 in. It's not a double. Single crochets get 1, half doubles get 1, double crochets get 2. Oh, come on. Yeah, my 10-stitch sock yarn blanket is now too big to be working on in the car, so I've brought it inside. So now I need a car project. I don't want to do the temperature blanket in the car. I mean, I can do other things that are quicker. I just got to remember to write my little pattern down. I need to find my tiny clipboards. I got 2 of them, and I don't know where either one of them are. I have no idea. Thought they'd be in my file cabinet over here. They're not. Got so much stuff to do tomorrow. If my daughter doesn't decide to show up tonight, I need to tomorrow. When I get up, I need to clean that thing so I can put that air filter in there, and then check my heater to see if it actually works properly. Problem is, when I was going through the inspection, the guy turned it on and it was like super loud. So I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that without having to spend a ton on maybe having it replaced because it's ancient. It is so old. There's a dial to set the heat, and then turning it on and whatever, it's a push button. So it's set, it's off. The temperature on it is set all the way down to the lowest setting because I haven't really needed to put the heater on yet, but I know it's coming, so I need to get it prepared for the time it does get turned on. And seeing as hopefully, oh, I meant to check that. Oops, I'll do that at the break. Something else not related to anything with this, because I just remembered something. Ah, damn it. Can we just yarn over, please? Through. Okay, it's. I have a feeling it's more than 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's 6. 3 more. And we're only halfway into our first part of our session. Just don't have, that gray yarn is for something else. I don't want to bust out another red one. I just want to see, maybe when I get all these placemats done, I'll do a solid color for the round one just to see what it looks like without the busy patterning of that yarn. Okay, scissors are right there, but I'm not ready for them yet. Looking forward to getting back to my regularly scheduled programming with things tossed in here and there. I do have to finish some other stuff. I've shot a couple of tutorials a while ago at the old place, and I have yet to edit them because I need to do the patterns for it. And I need to finish the patterns for the one I did accidentally release a while back. Although I'm half tempted to redo the video. Or maybe I won't. Maybe just an updated version, if I so desire. Ready for row 8. Yeah, because I was trying to do the rectangular ones with that Christmas yarn, and it was just eating way too much of it. So I'm like, maybe I'll just do a round one, and then I'll make other things for to hold the cutlery, utensils, whatever. But I'm not anywhere near getting ready to do that yet, because I'm gonna need, I probably won't have enough of that Christmas variegated yarn to do that with. I'm most sure of it. I probably won't finish this placemat tonight. I'll probably do it tomorrow. And then I can show my daughter how to do the crochet into the back bump of the chain instead of into the chain, because it's so much easier to deal with when you're putting the border on, to not have to deal with it. Which is what I've done on the placemats I made. Because I don't know how well this will show up, but can it focus? Sort of. You can see that's the starting chain. Why are you not focusing? You just don't want to focus. Anyway, that's fine. One of these days I'll get a real camera. It's row 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. One more row and then we change colors. Maybe I overestimated. Maybe we'll get started on a third color. We'll complete 2. And that will probably be the whole thing. Darn it. Crocheting silently. It feels like it's taking forever to get across this row. I don't know why. Of course, the last stitch has always got to be the pain. Oh, seriously, come on. Here we go. Now we get our bruschetta color and join it in. Okay, I do not need my timer like right there, because I don't need to stop it like I've done previously. Where'd my scissors go? Snipping. Bring this there. Tie it up. Chain, and we start on our next one. Let's see what that was. No. Me. Nothing important. Okay. That's 7 minutes left in our first 30-minute session. So hopefully you're working on a project. Let me know what that is in the comments section below. If I get all 6 of these done with just the first skeins of yarn, I'm going to be amazed. And then I'll have Thanksgiving-y colors, because I really want to redo, not this year, that's not happening. Make a different table runner. I'm half tempted just not to get rid of that table. It's not good. The top is wobbly. I don't think it's on correctly. I can't manhandle it, by myself at all. It's not sitting in there properly. There's a label underneath. I can find out what the heck it is and see if I can find it online somewhere. So we had a hard enough time putting the drop leaf in, and the drop leaf is going to stay in there. I'm not going to take it out and stuff because no. It can just stay like it is. Hey, row one. Just want to double check. Yeah. Pulled my loop. Okay, write it down. 5 minutes left. That was itchy. I know we start getting towards the end of the first half of the session. I'm just like just concentrating, not really talking. Yeah, I'll finish this one tomorrow. Or I'll finish the color that I'm on off camera if I don't get finish it in the next half. Because I'm sure I'm going to get to the yellow color. Almost positive I'll get to yellow. But I probably won't get to the red, which is the final color for this placemat. Oh, come on. Don't crochet the ends in. Right there. Okay. As soon as I can get it out of the way, I won't have to worry about it after this row. Okay. Finally, row 2. Yeah, this is the first time in 4 years I was able to decorate for Halloween. I know I've mentioned it somewhere before that I don't have a lot of Halloween decorations, which is sad because I like Halloween. It's just after living in that apartment complex for 4 years, there was not enough space to do any of it. It was so flippin' small. So next year, because I didn't have enough time to like find new decorations to add to what I've already got, because I moved in August and they usually have their Halloween stuff out like right around there, and all the good stuff got bought. So it's just like next year I will have some more decorations, not necessarily better, but on par, you know what I mean. More decorations. And I need to start getting more bins. Just need to figure out where I want to get those at. because I want to start getting 2 bins every 2 weeks so I can deal with the stuff that's in the boxes and get everything sorted. Because I got all the fabric bits sorted into two boxes that I used for moving, but I need them separated further so they can be used up. Get in the stitch. And we got 48 seconds. I'll get part the way across this, and I don't mind leaving this in the middle. It's not like it's knitting, where it's not advised to stop in the middle. And this is a simple stitch anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Pick it up, mark the row. Let's not forget. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm on row 4. Yep, and there it goes. Finish that stitch. Alright, dismiss. And this is how far we got. We got all the orange done, and we've got bruschetta working on row 4, so not quite halfway through. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to take a break, and I will see you in 1 second. And I'm back. Ready to start our last 30 minutes of our session here. I'm going to move my timer away. Over there and hit start. I'm going to pick up with row 4 again. I can get my yarn untangled and we are off to the races. So it's a little chilly in here. Probably should have plugged my little space heater in, but I didn't. I can deal. It's going to be like, I don't know, in the 70s tomorrow. Probably in the 20s overnight. Which I am not ready for cold weather. I don't enjoy it. Because it's cold. So, no. Keep getting stuck in the loop that's in the front on these rows. Or slipping my stitches. There we go. Back on track. Yeah, get in there. Oops. Covered my paper. Get my paper in front of me. My pencil. 4. Row 5. Yeah, I need to get back. There's just so many things going on in November, like Thanksgiving. My daughter's baby shower is also this month, which I am not going to get that baby blanket done in time. I do need to figure out and make some other stuff, plus pick up some things. Like a pack of diapers. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Let's see. I paid again on what day? Yeah, I've got to look. Are you serious? Where's the Okay, I guess we won't look at that right now. Windows 11 strikes again. I detest this operating system. I want my start menu back to how it was. Or if it would be really nice if they would bring back the start menu from Windows 8. It was so much better. I never had any problems with Windows 8. As soon as I updated to Windows 10, all hell broke loose. And now Windows 11, I'm just like, why is this ridiculous? The show desktop button is even smaller. And I had to go in and tell it not to hide the scroll bars. Because why? So annoying. Like, do they even think about us end users? They even ask us what we like, what we don't like, what we want to stay the same. I wanted the start menu to say the same. Like I said, from Windows 8. It was so much better. I don't always have issues getting into the stitch on the return row. Oh my goodness, why are you doing this to me? It's not like I'm making it any tighter than any of the other stitches. Or am I? Oh, come on. Why are you doing this? Stop it. Oh, don't you dare. Give me the stitch. Okay. The struggle is real. I just hoped I can get all these placemats done on time. Coasters should be done on time also. That way I can have other stuff. And if I could just placemats. It'd be nice to actually eat at the table if it wasn't wobbly. There's got to be a way to not make it do that. Instead of eating at my desk, I can actually eat at the table on an actual placemat. Because I want, well, this will basically be like fall. And then Christmas and stuff. I mean, the fall tablescape covers like Halloween and Thanksgiving. Christmas will cover, well, Christmas, and just have like winter, spring, and summer, which I need to think about those. Because winter, it's like, winter to me is like white, light blue, silver-ish colors. And I do not possess those in cotton yarn. I mean, I've got light blue back there, but I don't want to use those. I'll use those in something else. 1, 2, 6. Okay. 3 more of this. And then we add this mustard looking color. What color is it? Gold. May or may not get all of the gold color on here, but we're going to try. And then all that would be left is red in the border. I did spend the time to do a gauge swatch for this because I didn't want to make it smaller or any bigger than 12 by 18 inches, because then I'd had to frog it back and adjust. And these on this table, they're kind of big. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's bigger when the border's on it, so that adds another, I think, inch or so to the measurement, so it's more like 13 by 19 when it's done. The basic placemat is 12 by 18. I'm not sure how. I didn't measure my round one. I think the round one's like 12 inches. But I would have to measure it. And I'm not getting up just yet. I'll be happy once I can get through all of my stuff and get everything flipping organized. It's taking forever. Just need to actually do it. I need to get, let's see, tomorrow. First thing tomorrow, I'm going to take out my trash. Because I've been avoiding that because all week it's just like by the time I get home it's kind of dark and cold outside and I don't feel like walking back out there. So I got to get the trash out. I need to get something for the dishwasher. It's like I think I need to get some Jet Dry or something like it. I wonder if I can convince my daughter to go grocery shopping with me tomorrow. To not the neighborhood Walmart, one of the super Walmarts. So I can get the bins. And hopefully not have to fight a locked case for things like they do at the neighborhood one over here. It's like, seriously? Why do you gotta lock everything up? Pretty soon everything in Walmart's going to get locked up and we're all going to have personal shoppers with keys that can open everything. Okay, one more row of this color. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Sorry, gold. I don't know why I keep calling it yellow. I mean, it's yellow, but the colorway is gold. We doing on time? Oh, pretty sure we might actually get the gold color done, or close to it. If I can get across this row. I really need to get different speakers. These things are making funny noises. I've got other ones, but I'm not sure if they would work. It would be great if they did, because then I could get rid of these. Because I've had them forever, and they kind of suck. There's these dinky little computer speakers. There's some other ones that kind of light up, so I don't know how annoying they would be. Okay. Gold. Okay, this one I'm going to have to do in my lap. I don't have enough space on my desk right now. Don't lose the hook. new color joined. Okay. That row, and then put my separator. And we've got how much time? 16 minutes. Maybe we can get this done. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of audio edits in this because it's like my throat's dry. It's kind of cold in here, so it screws with me. Make dinner, and then I'm going to shoot Frog It Friday. Well, I'm going to shoot part of a vlog. A regular vlog. And I know I missed the last day of Vlogtober. Oops. This is kind of difficult, and I'll talk about it in the vlog. But I tried it. Maybe I'll do better next year. I'm still contemplating Vlogmas and doing it the same way. Not like uploading like Monday through Friday and Saturday and Sunday are for me and my family. Now, if I didn't have the job, if I was, say, my shop was doing well and I'm monetized on YouTube, where I don't have to actually physically go to work, I would be doing this all day and making content and tutorials for you guys. But I don't, so I'm staying with my 40-hour-a-week job, so I like having a roof over my head. Come on. Okay, row 1. 8 more to go. I think it takes about 2 minutes to get across the row, something like that. Haven't really clocked it. Okay, don't you yarn barf on me. My daughter will be thrilled. I went through and got the center pulls on all of these skeins of yarn so she doesn't have to deal with it. Because it is a pain trying on some of these things, trying to find the center pull. It's like buried in the middle of the whole skein. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I have incredible yarn barf, which hopefully is not going to happen now. Because then I would have to spend time and fix it. Especially if it's a big knotted ball of barf coming from it. Still have to weave in the ends on those coasters. Really need just a small spiral. I've got a small spiral notebook. I just don't know where it is. Well, obviously not over there. I've got all this scrap paper floating around too. I need to do something with. I don't want to put it in a binder. I just want like a small something or other to keep track of things. Yeah, we'll finish all 9 of these. I don't want to leave it and then pick it up tomorrow. Just want to go ahead and finish these 9 rows and then attach the red color. And see how much time we have left, if we have any time left. At least the yarn is now moving freely from the skein, and I'm not having to like pull it like I was earlier. No, okay, still free. I had some resistance in it. It resists no more. Darn it. I don't want to, I just want to do the placemats and the table runners for right now for like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Didn't think of other table runners. I don't really want like plain ones. I did the chevron for Thanksgiving. I'm doing a granny square one for Christmas. I need to like get back onto that. I need to get that initial square to 12 inches. I think it's at 7 right now. I haven't touched it since I last worked on it. I don't remember when that was. I spent a lot of like 2 days trying to figure out the border on this. So we will see how that goes. What? Oh, yeah, we should be fine. If we go over, we go over. I don't see us going over too much. In fact, I don't know if we'll actually make it to the end of the timer before we get our yarn joined. We'll see. I have no clue. Seems like I've gotten rid of my issues with the last stitch being too hard to get into on the ends. I think I was just probably pulling it just a little too tight. I have since stopped that. And my daughter has the same problem, so probably so it's like, yeah, just don't tighten down on the last stitch, because she was fighting a blanket she was working on, and she's like, why is it so hard to go into the last stitch? I was like, I don't know, and now I do, so I can help her correct it tomorrow when she shows up, unless she decides to show up tonight, which I doubt, because she would have already been here by now. Which would mean I wouldn't be doing this. Making the videos. Be helpful if I quit slipping my hook out of the stitch. and trying to crochet into things I'm not supposed to crochet into. Oops. Or miss a loop. Let's not do that either. Row 5. 2, 3. Yep. Got 4 more to go. I'll probably run out of time, but we'll finish it. This color section. Because I don't want to leave it until later. Okay, come on. Doesn't help I keep trying to pull through yarn that's not even on the hook. I'm so chatty right now. Don't mind me. I'm working, you're working, we're all working on our projects. Yeah, we're gonna go over a little bit. These usually are just a little over an hour anyway. What's a couple more minutes? Currently on row 7. Two more rows to go. And then we'll join red, and this will be the end of it. Which the timer will go off before we get there. That's fine. I don't care. It don't matter. We're crocheting. Wait, did I just screw that up? I did. Let's not go into a loop that doesn't need to be gone into. Course. All right, still on row 8. Just a little bit left to go on 8, and then we'll do row 9. I'll attach the red, and we will call this good. So it's like, basically I can almost get three colors completed in an hour. Almost. So 3 in an hour, it's 5. Yeah, so my estimate about maybe 3 hours to make one of these is pretty decent. It's just the border. Have to deal with that later. Gonna get the red attached, and then it's just 9 more rows and this one's done. And then I add the border, and it could go live with its mate over on the table. Might take my daughter a little longer to do it because she's still gaining the skills. She's been crocheting for a little bit, but she's been more actively crocheting now. So we need to get her skill set up. Especially with the doing stuff back and forth. When she's ready to work in the round, I can teach her how to do that. Because she does want to try to get out of her comfort zone. It's like, I want more challenging projects. She made herself a top. And then she made her sister a top. And then she made another top for herself, but then she's like, I really don't like the hole in it. So it's like, so she took the pattern and she rewrote part of it. And she made herself another top. Which reminds me, I need to frog back the tops and redo them. Okay. Where's my red? Get the phone off of it. Red over. And it's just basically what? True red. Even though in that camera you really can't tell that it's actually red. Or true red. Let's see. Yeah, when it gets longer it's a little harder to set it on the table to do the knotting. Put that over there. Two. Right. And then a chain one. Oops, maybe. And there we are. We got 3 colors done today. The orange, the darker orange, and the gold. So that's good progress. That's 4 colors out of 5 that are completed for this placemat. It will get done tomorrow, and then the border will get put on it tomorrow as well. So let me know what project you worked on in this video, in this session. My brain is not braining. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.